Travis Kelce leaves training camp practice before the Chiefs vs. San Francisco 49ers game. On Wednesday, October 17, Travis Kelce and his Chiefs teammates walked into practice to prepare for the Chiefs vs. San Francisco 49ers game on October 20. Kelce appeared in a black t-shirt and red shorts walking towards the Chiefs' locker room after the end of practice. However, after the end of training camp practice, Patrick Mahomes had an interview before the Chiefs vs. San Francisco 49ers game.
I got to spend some time with my family and some friends and family as well, and so did that and then got some work in fundamentally, and I'm excited for a great challenge ahead.
To follow up to that, what's your approach just for yourself and for your teammates, especially the younger guys, for the rest of the season as you guys kind of buckle in for this 12-game unbroken stretch to finish things out, at least in the regular season?
Yeah, you got to take it one game at a time, one day at a time. I haven't been in this situation before just because I've always had a later bye week, but I always try to stay on top of my body and making sure I'm healthy as possible. I mean, you're going to be banged up in the NFL, but you have to continue to just grind away every single day and get better. And then once you get to the playoffs, that's when you want to be playing your best football. And I think that's something that Coach Reid does a great job of, how he schedules practices, how he schedules the week to get your body best prepared for the entire season.
What qualities make Juju Smith-Schuster a good player for that role opposite Kelce?
Yeah, I think he just does a good job of knowing where to be at, knowing the full concept of the offense, getting himself open in man-to-man coverage, and then just doing whatever it takes to be good. I mean, he'll block, he'll catch the ball, he'll run routes to get other guys open. Just a true team player. And then when his number gets called, he goes out there and makes the play, and that's what it takes to be great in this league.
Okay, speaking of keeping your body right, what sort of stuff do you try to do with Bobby during the season, even the bye week in particular? What are you emphasizing right now?
Yeah, I mean, you stay on top of the little things, shoulder health, knee health, ankle health, all that different type of stuff, especially when you get a little bit extra time in the bye week. And then I try to do whatever I can to maintain my weight in the right spot. And then I even get with my QB coach and get some work in as well in that bye week. You just get a little extra time to focus on your fundamentals even more. And so doing that and then coming back in the building and continue to stay on top of that will be important to me this year.
Bobby in particular, what's his voice in your ear during the season, at this time of the season? What do you get from him?
His voice is in my ear at all times. No, it's he makes sure I stay on top of the little things. I think that's the biggest thing that's helped me throughout my career, and I've noticed a difference from my first few years to now that Bobby's up here working with me, is that he doesn't let the little things slide. And, some days I don't feel as good, and he makes sure that I get that work in, and I make sure to kind of check the boxes, and so that I can be the best I can be every single week.
Did you enjoy your trip over to Kauffman Stadium?
I did. It was awesome. It was, the energy was amazing. Obviously, the Royals played great against a great baseball team and didn't come out with the win, but it was cool to see and experience that. I've been waiting for that for a long time, and hopefully it's a building block and a step in the right direction for the future, and I'm excited for those guys in the seasons to come.
How awful was Dieter in the sweep?
Yeah, he actually wasn't that bad. I probably was worse. I was the Dieter in that situation. He's a big Yankees fan, obviously, and he's super excited, and now he's talked trash to Travis. So I passed that along to Trav.
Keep up there with Travis.
No, dude, you can't give him a little slither of opening. And Travis told us that he was going to the game, and all of a sudden I looked and Dieter's flying to New York. So it's can't give him an opening, no. But it's cool for him to get to do it. I mean, I'm not like a Yankees hater, but sometimes I don't want the Yankees to win because of him. Like, he's made me not want the Yankees, but I like the guys on the team. So I'm just watching as a fan now, which is cool.
Keeping with the baseball theme, what inspired you to get involved with the Negro Leagues and the collection there?
It was cool because I didn't know Kansas City and the history of the Negro Leagues in Kansas City. And when I got here as a rookie in the rookie symposium type stuff, they took us over to the museum, and I realized how great it was, and met Bob and got to hear the history. And that was the same stuff my dad and LaTroy had talked about growing up. And my dad used to mimic Satchel Paige and some of the way he'd do his mechanics and pitch. And so it just hit me close because I had heard this stuff growing up, and now I got to hear the history of it. And so I know people talk about it, but if you haven't been, I would go over to the Negro Leagues Museum and see the history of the game and how it impacted not only baseball, but the sports world in general. And so it was easy for me whenever Adidas came up to me and said, let's make something that goes with Kansas City. I was like, the Negro League Museum and the Monarchs especially. And so